The Rush, sponsored by State Farm.
Welcome to the 20th episode of The Rush this season. As always, I'm Danny Fry. This edition, we bring you the most in-depth Glenwood basketball highlights around, including their exciting run to the regional title game. Also, the Titan Hockey Club hit the ice for senior night and faced off against undefeated Decatur. Of course, we have much more. But right now, let's start the program, and we bring in assistant basketball coach McCoy here, live on set as a guest anchor to break down these highlights that span back to senior night. And Coach, senior night, let's talk about your seniors, especially Craig Fuchs and Miles McAdams, big leaders on the team.
Oh, they've been huge for us, especially when guys have gone down. They've had to step the roll up even more, handle, bring the ball up the floor, score, defend, their best players. So they've been huge. They've been real leaders for us.
Let's jump into those highlights. Senior night against Southeast. And this started out, Coach Blakeman coming in facing an 8th-ranked Southeast team in the state. And right off the bat, talk about this play with Daniel Helm. Air ball saves it to Cole Harper, back to Helm.
Just pure hustle and athleticism. He's had a few of those plays this year where you're just shocked, but he just hustles all over.
And here's another hustle play. Miles McAdams with a nice pass. Eventually, Craig Fuchs ends up muscling in for 2.
Yeah, he's been great on the boards, both sides lately.
At the end of the first quarter, Titans were up 17-4. They were up 11-1 at one point. Then Southeast got going with Jagger Anderson. He had 19. Tough to stop for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stop both of those guys, but it's hard. We stopped Herman, but Jagger stepped out and had a big night.
Peyton Allen also coming back. Titans led at halftime 26-18, and there Peyton Allen, a little coast-to-coast stamina is there, good.
Yeah, he's come back. He just brings a lot of energy. The guys kind of feel a little bit more in tune with him there, and he's working himself in.
End of the third quarter, a deep 3 for Jagger Anderson. That made the game interesting, and guys went cold, though, with this basket. Went cold the rest of the fourth quarter, rest of the third quarter.
Yeah, when both your seniors foul out, and they've been so much of your offense for the part of the season, that's expected to happen.
With 4 minutes to play in the game, Jalen Henry with a putback gave him the lead. Craig Fuchs missed a free throw. Herman Senor did. We're tied at 38. Coach Blakeman called a timeout. Senor makes it 39-38. Talk about this great pressure defense from Southeast.
Oh, they're just a great team that pressure.
9 seconds on the clock.
And Senor's just a heck of a player in every sport, not just basketball. He's just a great athlete and a senior. Seniors come up with big plays.
Intentional foul at Helm there at the end. Hill hits 2 free throws. Anderson was at 19. Fuchs, the senior, leading with 11 points, and Titans fall by 3 that night. But also wanted to mention that Miles McAdams won the Jim Boyd Award, and just talk about that honor for Miles.
Well, that's huge. I mean, that award goes to a kid that we hold in high prestige, that really gets in and gets dirty and does the dirty work and has been there for everybody, and he's been that kid this year. So.
And now, after that tough loss, guys had to get ready for regionals, part of the playing games, if you want to call it, with the 4-5 matchup against Lanphier. Talk about what you guys were thinking for that game, a team that you've split with in the season series.
Well, yeah, they're hard to game plan because you don't know who they're going to start, what they're going to come out playing defensively. But this season's been kind of up and down, and we knew the game would be up and down, that we'd have to keep our composure, keep our heads, and just keep playing. We did that.
Let's take a look here in the Class 3A Jacksonville Regional against Lanphier here at the historic bowl. Cole Harper, but a Tennessee scout, was there to watch Peyton, one of the many. And here Harper loses the handle, but able to get the floater to fall, Coach.
Yeah, he's got some nice touch around the basket. He's really come on here lately in the season.
Allen had a great game, really showing off to the Tennessee recruit, hitting a 3 from the right wing. Great start.
Oh, that's just Peyton, man. He can shoot it.
But here, McAdams, the quarterback, picked off by Larry Austin so quick, and ends up with 2 Lanphier points.
He's just hard to stop in the fast break in the front court. He's explosive.
This freshman for Lanphier's burns you guys 2 at the buzzer, 15-13 at the end of one, thanks to Xavier Bishop, a long 3.
Yeah, he's going to be a heck of a player for some years to come.
Another heck of a player there, Cole Harper, no charge there, ends up getting the block foul and 1, so great athleticism. And then Jordan Tribbett gets it to fall off the glass for Lanphier.
Yeah, this was a physical game, probably one of the most physical games we've been in all year. Down low, it was a fight down low.
Glenwood led at half, only by 2, 26-24. Larry Austin inside. He did that all night. Here, Helm misses off the inbound, but off the inbound, Peyton Allen gets the board. Talk about that hustle.
Well, we've been big on our big guys hitting the glass hard and getting some extra possessions, and that's what happened.
And here, Miles, sometimes he would force up with a steal, force up a shot. He doesn't there and ends up with the layup.
Yeah, he just took it strong to the rim, didn't worry about contact, and that's a good things result.
Titans up by just 1 hanging in the fourth quarter, 34-33. Not a replay there. Larry Austin just dominating inside of those short jumpers.
Yeah, and we made him take tough shots, and he just made some.
And here again, down eventually to Jordan Tribbett, who was able to get down inside for Lanphier in the ball game.
Yeah, they're hard to stop on the drive. They all can do it. But we just had to persevere ups and downs and keep playing.
This was pretty much able to seal it with Cole Harper, and then free throws really sealed the deal after that floater off the glass. Titans win by 16, 69-53. Allen with 16, Harper with 14, 10 boards. Here are some post-game sounds.
Definitely get on the offensive glass, get some easy buckets for myself and get layups, and definitely open shots and penetrate and get the free throw line.
You know, I thought we had a drive because they're going to pressure you. That's what Lanphier does. And I thought we drove well and we kicked and we finished when we had to.
Well, I'm ready. I think my stamina is good right now, but I'm ready to play Southeast. I know we lost to them 3 times, so hopefully the force of charm and we come out and get them.
Okay, so Coach, back here, and after that big win, had to face Southeast again after just playing them Friday night. What were some adjustments from the first game? Well,
there's similar teams. Southeast is a little bit more disciplined. Both teams are going to get up and guard you, and you have to bring a lot of energy. That's what we were hoping our kids had, playing back-to-back nights against 2 pressure defenses that are going to get after you. You had to play smarter than them and just dig in and grit it out.
Let's take a look how the Titans were able to grind this one out against Southeast for the title game, or excuse me, semifinal game, trying to move on to the title game. Peyton Allen right off the bat, a 3, and you guys sort of relied to him behind the arc.
Yeah, we put a couple wrinkles in that week. Southeast knows us so well, but we put a couple wrinkles in just to get Peyton a couple shots, and it worked out.
Craig Fuchs stays with it. Eventually, Miles drains a 3 from the corner.
Yeah, and he's starting to come on. If we can shoot the basketball from the outside, our bigs are going to have more room to work down low.
And talked about that pressure defense. Herman Senior with the steal gets it down to B.J. Hill. Titans led 13-7 at the end of 1, and here's Senior again flipping it up, what he does so well.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's just a great athlete, a great player. He's going to be missed by the Southeast staff, I know that for sure.
They were expecting, and he'll go to Quincy University, and they're expecting Helm to go down to the lane and put it up instead. A great pass to a wide open Allen for 3, and then wide open, the quarterback to Tyler Brown, and he's able to get that one to fall.
Yeah, it was a great lead pass, put Tyler in position to score, and he finished it.
Southeast was able to get going from behind the arc, especially later in the game with that 3 from D'Angelo Hughes. Titans are still up by 6 at the half, though, 27-21. Southeast came right out of the gate with Herman Senior in 1.
No, they're going to go to their player, and they just attack offensively all the time. We were in a little bit of foul trouble, so they knew to attack us.
Foul trouble, especially with Helm and Ethan Hunt, picked off by B.J. Hill for 2, and then D'Angelo Hughes inside, and Southeast able to gain their first lead of the game, I believe 34-33 after that in the third. Allen able to respond, though.
Yeah, he's just answering any challenge, he'll answer it.
And inside, again, Jagger Anderson, not just a jump shooter, so tough driving to the basket.
Yeah, I think that's the best part of his game. He's a strong kid and really lightning quick.
Another key late time success, Miles' shots have been falling.
Yeah, the shots have been falling. We've been making some free throws here the last few games, so hopefully we can keep that going.
And here Tyler Brown gets a free throw opportunity after he's fouled there all alone, ends up rolling in. Right when you think Titans are comfortable, off the bench, Favion Beverly. Who would have thunk it? He drains the 3 from the left corner, 1-point game.
I'm going to be honest, we didn't really know who that kid was until he came off the bench and hit a 3.
Not too many did. Fuchs, rare miss, a free throw. Herman Senior bang a 3 and a 1-point game. Then a 5-second call on Miles McAdams, inbound to Jalen Henry. It was short, and then with a 1-second heave after Cole hit 1 free throw, short. Guys come away with it 60-58. McAdams with a dozen points. Fuchs 14 points, 13 boards. Let's hear some reaction after the game.
It's Southeast, man. Tops in the conference, ranked in the state. we knew that their crowd was going to be bumping, we knew our crowd was going to be going. So we had to come out, keep our composure, and that's what we did.
Can't give them threes, which we did give them one, and it almost caught us, and we tried to hit our free throws, but that didn't work either. We were just lucky to pull it out.
We feel great, you know. It's a great momentum run, you're right, but we got to keep it even keel. We got to make sure we come out Friday ready to go, but we're going to ride this win, baby.
Crazy ending that game. Guys, come away with it after playing back-to-back games. Talk about that crazy ending, though, especially with Senor hitting the three and then just sort of the nerve-wracking free throws at the end.
No, it was back and forth. Each team had an answer for whatever the other team did. That Senor three at the end was just huge. He hit it from about the volleyball line in transition.
Gave them some momentum.
Gave them some momentum. We had to get the ball in bounce. We struggled getting in bounce, but they missed a shot, and we had to go get the rebound, and we got it and sealed it up. And we're just so happy for our kids. We said, you know, if we can get past those 2 games and get a few days of rest with everybody back and starting to gel, we'll just see how far we can go, but we got Griffin on Friday night first.
Thing to mention is Southeast hard to beat a team 4 times. As a 4th time this year. Titans swept the series last year, but 3 times when they beat them in Collinsville and then the 2 conference meetings. Tough to beat a team 4 times. Guys were able to outlast them and move on to the title game against the 2nd seed Southeast or SHG. They knocked off Jacksonville 50-43. And what are you expecting from the Cyclones, a team that again you split with, won by 7 at home?
Well, they're going to be physical. They're a physical team. They're well coached by Coach Turner. They're going to have some wrinkles for us that we're going to have to be ready for.
Coach Lucas.
Coach Lucas,
yeah.
Sorry. Coach Lucas. And we're going to have some wrinkles for them too. And we'll just see. Again, it's going to be who plays better between the years and who can hit some shots, and hopefully they're falling for us on Friday.
Good luck tonight against SHG. And now, tonight, the Class 3A regional title game in Jacksonville is against the rival Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. Tip-off is at 7:30 at the JHS Bowl. As a team, the Titans wrestling squad were a little disappointed, but some impressive underclassmen wrestlers are waiting in the wings. Glenwood senior Sam Butler, over a 4-year span, racked up 146 wins, setting a new school record, but fell a little short at state this season.
It's a good feeling, especially with the tradition that this program has, and you know I love to represent Coach Moser and Coach Johnson, and of course my teammates like Vincent Bavetta, and you know it's just a great feeling, and I'm proud of myself to have it. I wish I could have a state title, but not in the cards sometimes.
Sam Butler had a solid year. You know, it was a tough year for him because we asked him to bump up 1 or 2 weight classes every time we dueled, and you know he never once complained, and he kind of stepped into that role as, hey, you're the guy, so you're the one that's going to be bumped up.
During his freshman year, Butler wasn't quite sure what wrestling would bring to the table.
I was pretty much just hoping to help the team out as a freshman and hopefully get to state was my goal, and I just wanted to come in and see what high school wrestling was all about.
It was good to see, what Sam did was he had a complete body of work from junior high on up. He had wrestling, but he also had an off-season wrestling.
The Titans got 3rd in the CS8, and Coach Mosier realizes why.
We did as good as our off-season did, and our off-season wasn't very good, and that's what's going to get you 3rd place in the conference.
Certain wrestlers stepped up their game this season.
Yeah, we had some surprises. We had a newcomer come in at 126, and J.D. Turner. He did a good job. We had Vince Bavetta, who was a first-year starter. He did a pretty good job. Mark Johnson was pretty good in the middle of the season. Those were the guys that kind of surprised me because it was their first time in the varsity lineup.
Glenwood returns many promising wrestlers to try and redeem themselves in the CS8 standings next season. Now, let's take our first commercial break of the day. But we'll return with hockey broken down by Pat Flayhive, a recap of the girls' basketball season, and much, much more. Stay. Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set.
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
More.
I'm a robot. Get out of here.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Welcome back to The Rush, and here to my left, senior hockey player Pat Flahive to go over these Titan Hockey Club highlights. And Pat, describe how the season go and how it was playing on senior night a couple weeks ago against Springfield High.
I mean, the season's going all right. We ended it with playing Decatur varsity. We didn't get the win, but we know we can beat them. And we're going into playoffs pretty confident. And senior night was pretty cool, playing with guys that you've grown up with, and the last time that you're going to be playing with them. So let's
take a look at those highlights against Springfield High, a team that you guys have beaten how many times this year?
Yeah, we won the series, beating them all 3 times, so it was big for us.
And right off the bat, Cormier's able to get it to Brian Adams, and he's able to score early.
Yeah, just getting the puck to the net. Springfield doesn't have the best goalie, so.
Right here, you're able to put it by here. You had yourself a game on senior night.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to go out big with the boys, so
Now, Springfield is able to play physical in this game, though, as well. Sort of battling, and they get one past Jake.
Yeah, I mean, they know we beat them 2 times, so they try to change things up and get in our heads a little bit by playing physical.
Now it's Tyler Schurz with the goal for Springfield High. And again, guys trying to do in a play like here, and eventually you get it past sort of a weak Springfield goaltender, correct?
Yep, just taking it to the net, just trying to get
Johnny
shots.
Webb with the goal there. And then here you are again, and they're trying to play physical. How about that shot? A little off, though.
Yeah, you know, just trying to do a little bit too much there. But, you know, just putting shots on net, you never know.
And eventually Springfield High trying to work out. Describe the job that Jake Brandon has done this year for you guys.
He's been big for us. You know, he's an upperclassman now, and he's gotten us some like crucial, helped get us some crucial wins this year.
And here, yet again, here comes Springfield High. And they're able to just miss this here, though.
Yep, Brandon came up big there, so stopping with the breakaway, so that was helped get us the win there.
And once again, this one's able to eventually fall in for Springfield High, but Titans come away with an 8-5 victory. Pat, you had 4 goals in this one. Nathan Zellner had a goal. Johnny Webb with a goal as well in this one. So how key is it to really spread out the action, especially when you're going to play an undefeated team like Decatur?
Well, Decatur's got, you know, 3 very good lines, so it's important that we get you know, production from all 3 lines instead of just like 1 or 2. So, you know.
We'll take a look at Decatur Flames. This is Decatur varsity. You guys roughed up Decatur JV a lot, but starting out this one this past Monday, and Brock Euler of Decatur, and he gets a shot just inside to start off the game, and the second goal is going to be by Drew Fredrickson, assisted by Ryan Redpath of Decatur.
Yeah, we started off way too slow.
Started off 4-0, correct?
Yeah, 4 unanswered goals, so, I mean, if we fix that in the playoffs, we can get the W there, so.
We skip ahead to the 3rd quarter, and Decatur able to show their ref side, especially in this game, but Pat, you're able to eventually go and scoop by their defense here.
Yeah, you know, just taking the puck to the net, trying to help get our team back in this one.
Ralph Mason, lucky shot there for Decatur. Bounces past Jake Brandon. Decatur ends up 6-3. Redpath with 2 goals for the Flames and 2 goals for you, Pat, in that one. How do you guys describe the playoff situation in here? Because don't you guys get a bye?
Yeah, so us, Glenwood and Decatur gets a bye, and then it looks like we'll end up playing SHG in the 2nd round Wednesday night. So that's a big game for us, who we lost to last year. And I myself have never been to the championship before, so we're hoping to make that happen there this year.
Journey to the cup, as they say, and good luck on that, Pat. And Glenwood finished 2nd in the LLHH standings, and that means the Titans, they'll have that bye for the first round of the playoffs, which playoffs start Monday. After claiming the Class 3A Rochester Regional title, the Glenwood girls basketball team fell in the Mount Zion sectional semi to undefeated Quincy Notre Dame 52-30. During the season, the ladies united together as a team to overcome certain obstacles. The Rush's own Gavin Caruso has more.
This year, the girls' basketball team had a great season. Coach Crossland explains what it was like coming into the year.
We were definitely going to be young, and we knew that. And we had lost a lot of seniors last year, and one of our better juniors had moved away. So we knew we had some things to overcome. But this group competes, and we knew going in that they were going to play hard every day. And we knew that if we competed the way we were capable, we could make up for some of those disadvantages.
This year, cooperation was key for the Titans. They had to overcome some of their disadvantages as a team.
I just think we had really good chemistry as a team. We were like a big family, and we had like a lot of fun together.
It's just how well they got along. We had great chemistry, and so whether it was headed to team dinner, in the middle of a tough practice, or after a loss, or after a big win, those girls were always there for each other, and that was one of the things that made this season really special for me.
Next year, the team loses Elena Bish along with Ashley Musgrove, but the team still believes they will stay strong for next season.
Being young, we're returning most of our team. We're losing Elena, we're losing Ashley, but other than that, everybody else comes back. And so having a year of varsity experience for those sophomores, for those juniors, I think that we'll be experienced, we'll be deep, and I'm really looking forward to next season.
I'm pretty sure we'll be like the same as we were this year. We're just missing Elena, which is some height. Next year, I think that we are going to succeed even more, but I think that we can improve over the summer and get back on track.
Well, I know I'm going to try really hard this summer. I'm going to train, got to get those shots down, and then next year I'm hoping to have a big year, hoping to help lead the team and just be a big part of it.
From The Rush, I'm Gavin Caruso.
Senior center Elena Bish set Glenwood girls records in career block shots and career rebounds. She will be missed presence inside, but Glenwood will return a solid group of sophomores next season. Moving on to the pool, the Glenwood swimming and diving team sent one swimmer to state up in New Trier this season, and that was junior star Stuart Home. Let's take a look at his results in the 200 free. He ended up in 22nd with a time of 1 minute 43.64, and 500 free, 12 got to move on from preliminaries, and he barely missed qualifying on from there with 14th. So congrats to Stuart Home and all of the Titan swimmers and divers on a great season. With March Madness right around the corner, the Rush is challenging you to bust Burklow's bracket. That's right, Eric Burklow, Rush Pick Guru is having a bracket contest. Please head out to rush22.mayhem.cbssports.com to create an account and join the group. Now, let's take our last commercial break of the day, and we'll be right back with a weekly debate with Sports Radio 1450's Tim Schweitzer and John Levin. Stay tuned.
Kids, the breakfast is ready. Eat up. Your friend's gonna be here pretty soon.
I'll be there in a second.
Have a great day.
My friend's here, I'm leaving.
Be safe. Come home right after school.
All right, see ya.
Wow, your dads are really looking out for you.
That's not my dad. That's my family's financial advisor, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan Financial, looking out for your investments and your family.
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, it's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where you going, buddy? Come on back.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Oh, that's right. Okay, welcome back here to the debate here, portion of it with Sports Radio 1450's John Levin and Tim Schweitzer. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Delighted to be here, Dan.
Thanks for having us, Dan.
So we'll jump right into the debate here. Manti Te'o obviously had the fake girlfriend hoax, and now NFL teams are starting to ask him about that. But do you think that will affect his draft stock at all as we're now in the combine? To start with you, Tim, go down to John.
I don't think that will affect his draft stock as much. The scandal is probably as forgotten as can be for most NFL executives. What they're looking at is, does he have the talent to be an NFL player? And based on his times at the combine this past weekend, there are probably some questions about that.
Yeah, really a slow 40 time there, and we'll go to John. What do you think about it?
4.840, that's not good. He's going to have a hard time covering NFL linebackers, and that's one of the things that they're concerned about. I think if there were a tiebreaker, if there were teams considering drafting him, that maybe the concerns about that rather peculiar situation and his judgment and how mature he is as a human being would come into play. But Tim's absolutely right. There are plenty of interesting characters who are in good standing in the NFL, and it's because of their athletic ability. And if you look at Manti Te'o's size and you look at the performance he had at the Combine, I think those are the greater concerns.
Little undersized, and we'll jump right in. We got a Cubs fan here and a Cardinal fan here. You have a quick Cardinal fan here as well. You have a quick spring training outlook for the Cubs and then for the Cardinals. Start with the Cubs and Tim Swice.
If the Cubs are healthy, they'll be better than they were last year because they have deeper pitching than they had last year. But they're 75-1 to win the World Series, and I'm not going to waste a whole lot of money on that bet. Cubs will be a little better, Danny, but the Cardinals will be better than the Cubs.
We'll go to John. What about the Cardinals? After
Cardinals have to stay healthy.
NLCS?
Yeah, just like as Tim said about the Cubs, there's a big concern with the Cardinals' health. They've already lost one of their starting pitchers in Chris Carpenter, so that's a major concern. Their corner outfielders aren't getting any younger, so their depth is a little bit of a concern there. Furcal's got an issue with the elbow. You don't know whether he's going to be solid at the shortstop position. But if they stay healthy, the nucleus of the team is such, even with Chris Carpenter gone, that I would think either they or Cincinnati will be the team to beat in the NL Central.
Lance Lynn lost a bunch of weight too. He looks like a different person as well. But in the Cars, we'll segue in Shelby Miller to the bottom end of that rotation.
Yeah, he's got a shot to make the rotation. I think Joe Kelly's also got a shot as well. Trevor Rosenthal is in the mix, although I suspect he'll either be in the bullpen or maybe in the rotation down in Memphis. Miller had a little bit of a setback last week in spring training, which didn't help. If I had to guess, I'd say Joe Kelly will be the number 5 starter.
So we were going over the highlights of the Class 3A Jacksonville Regional. Some call it the Super Regional or the CS8 tournament pretty much, minus Lincoln Taylorville. But how hard is that regional with 5 really solid CS8 teams in there?
That may be one of the toughest 3A regionals in the state, and you've certainly seen the outcomes. The games have been competitive. You have teams with 20-plus wins, and you have a great final between 2 arch rivals. It's been a great regional, but I'm sure the fans are disappointed that some of the teams that got knocked out early got knocked out.
Yeah, and possible teams that very well could win another regional. John, we'll get your call on it. You guys have been there calling
Glenwood is the number 4 seed in this regional, Danny. And
but they finally got everybody back and clicking.
And they've got 20 wins. They're one of 4 teams with 20 wins. It's essentially a Central State A postseason tournament. We've had the conference now for 20 years. It's never been deeper than this. I don't think we've ever had a season with 6 teams with at least 15 wins. You've got Taylorville, which was the 8th place team in the conference. Taylorville's playing for a regional championship tonight.
Just how good the CSA?
Yeah, tremendously deep conference, and Tim's absolutely right. At least downstate, I would think among 3A, this is the toughest regional.
Thanks, guys, for coming on, and you guys will cover in all the area games on Sports Radio 1450. Guys, give them a listen. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
That's it for this episode of The Rush. The regional title game is tonight at Jacksonville at 7:30 against SHG. Please show up early. We're out of here. All right.